Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to a Frontline PBS video. This one in regards to David Coleman Headley, who he is, and apparently he's the American behind India's 9/11. Interesting. This is an older video, 10 years old. Wow. But this was recommended to me in my Discord. So I figured I don't know. I figured I'd watch it. I don't know who this David Coleman Headley is. So yeah, a link to this video will be in the description down below. Make sure to go and check it out. Make sure to check out Frontline PBS official. There's a little warning here about the actual September 11th attack. Okay, well, let's learn about David Coleman Headley and what he did in India. What is this about? What is this about? It's Mumbai. American-born terrorist David Coleman Headley played a key role in planning the deadly 2008 siege on Mumbai. How come I've never heard of this guy before? I mean, it was probably, we know why, right? The name was probably not circulated over here in the USA, more than likely. Okay, we're gonna get into the video. Let's watch it.
November 26, 2008. A man in Lahore, Pakistan receives a long-awaited text message. It says, "Turn on your television."
Just hours ago, terrorists launched a brazen attack.
The Indian city of Mumbai is in chaos following a series of terrorist attacks.
There you go. You heard a big blast right now inside the Taj Hotel.
For 3 days, the world watched as 10 men laid siege to targets around the Indian city of Mumbai.
Absolutely
including
tragic
the iconic
event. Absolutely heartbreaking tragic event.
Taj Hotel. When it was over, 166 people were dead.
The attackers were well armed and well prepared to launch what some here are calling India's 9/11.
The man in Lahore was one of the plotters of the attack. His name was David Coleman Headley. He was an American.
Portrait of an American terrorist. Crazy. I've never heard of him before. Never before. I mean, at the time, I have vague recollections of 2008, of the attack in 2008. But unfortunately, you know, I was going through an extreme financial crisis at that period of my life, and I was basically just working nonstop. So there's a lot about the world at around that time period that you know, just kind of went by me.
As a teenager, he lived in Philadelphia with his mother.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Khyber Pass Pub at 2nd and Chestnut Streets. We are live tonight.
She was a local celebrity who ran a popular bar after divorcing David's Pakistani father. At the bar, they called him the
Okay. Okay. All right.
Prince, but the prince, father. Celebrity who ran a popular bar after divorcing David's Pakistani father. At the bar, they called him the prince, but the prince had a dark side. 2 years after these images were taken, he was a heroin addict and a budding drug smuggler.
Damn. Okay.
He was in and out of trouble with the law. And in 1988, he got busted at an airport carrying $5 million worth of heroin. Very quickly, Headley cut a deal. He sold out his partners in crime and eventually became an informant for the DEA.
So he worked for the DEA. He double-crossed his friends. Then he worked for the DEA. How long did he work? Well, he didn't work for the DEA. He informed them. He wasn't, employed by the DEA, I'm sure.
Turns
How
around
long did he do
immediately
that?
and betrays everybody. He just turns around immediately and betrays everybody when it's convenient for him.
I mean, that shows his character, right? That's the type of person that would do that. You should never, put any faith into anybody that so willingly betrays even their cohorts and allies and friends.
Basically, it's survival for himself.
In early 2000, his life took a fateful turn. While working for the DEA, he took one of several unauthorized trips to Pakistan, his father's homeland, where Headley had spent part of his childhood.
Oh, okay. So he also grew up in Pakistan as well. Okay.
With a militant Islamist group called Lashkar-e-Taiba, dedicated to waging jihad against India and the West.
इस जंग में अल्लाह के सारे ही दुश्मन मगरिब मशरिक इस्लाम दुश्मन तमाम सलीबी यहूदी सब इकट्ठे.
What's unusual for him is that he joins the jihad at the age of 40. He already has a whole history of being a drug dealer, working for the DEA. He's got numerous wives, sometimes at the same time.
Okay.
The ideology is secondary to him being an adrenaline freak. He just likes the adventure. He loves the game. He loves the game.
The DEA says it deactivated Headley in 2002. By then, he was already training with Lashkar in their mountain camps, studying ideology and jihad, and later learning about espionage. And he had a major advantage: Caucasian features and an American passport.
Okay. You could say that's an advantage, especially if you're going in and out of the USA. Especially around that time period as well, where I would say in the late the late 2000s, early 2010s, the USA was very, very, what's the right word here? They racially stereotyped Arab-looking people quite a bit. They racially stereotyped Middle Eastern people. Racially stereotyped a lot of that, and yeah, because of his mother, he's got these Caucasian features.
Over a 4-year period, he evolved into the perfect terrorist. His Lashkar commanders took notice, and in 2005 chose him for a critical mission. For the next 2 years, David Coleman Headley would travel in and out of India, helping to scout targets for a terrorist attack.
Wow.
Officers in the ISI, Pakistan's notorious spy agency, helped direct his reconnaissance and develop the plot. As Headley worked, the attack plan grew more elaborate.
And what starts out as this 1 to 2 person hit and run attack against the Taj Mahal Hotel becomes this 10-person multiple target attack of the kind that Lashkar-e-Taiba has never launched before.
With a video camera, Headley traced the routes and picked the targets for the attack: the Taj Mahal Hotel, the Leopold Cafe, the Oberoi Hotel, the Chabad House Jewish Center, and the busiest rail station in Mumbai. With his work done, Headley went back to Lahore.
This is a huge, massive fire that is on top.
And calmly watched TV as 166 innocent people died.
Again, absolutely tragic.
This is possibly the most well-coordinated.
Indian officials describe this as a professional and highly coordinated terrorist.
Almost a year later, the FBI arrested him as he was planning an attack in Denmark. Only then did they learn the extent of his role in the Mumbai attacks.
I mean, I know you have plenty of evidence against me, but we're not making any arrests.
Headley cut himself another deal, sharing with the authorities his knowledge about the workings of Lashkar-e-Taiba and the ISI.
That's probably going to be plus for me a little also than for you.
For
He
his
cuts
role in
and
the
runs,
murder of
huh?
166 people, he is serving 35 years in prison.
Only 35 years? No. No, 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 no. I mean, for that, you need the death penalty, man. You really do. There are some crimes that truly, truly deserve the death penalty, and that this is one of them. Being a terrorist, all terrorists should be. So, my question is, so his father was Pakistani. Did his father actually, love his mother, or did he just go and have a baby with his mother in order to make an anchor baby? Because the USA has the birthright citizenship thing, right? And that if you have a child that's an American citizen, then you and the rest of your family have an easier avenue, easier pathway to be getting an American citizenship as well. I don't know. These are some weird questions to ask. I know. I've never heard. I never heard of this guy before. I never heard of this guy before, and he only got 35 years. He only had 35 years, so he's still serving 25 years. No, I no way, man. The crime needs to be worse. No wonder Fox News, BBC, or CNN won't do this story. I've never heard of this man. Makes me wonder if the United States would have treated Osama in the same way, 35 years in prison. This man was no less than Osama, responsible for the loss of so many innocent lives. In the terror attack in Mumbai, almost feels like David Headley being provided shelter by the U.S. the same manner as Osama was being provided shelter by Pakistan. Again, yeah, my taxpayer money is going towards, facilitating this man and having, a shelter and food for 35 years. What the hell? Why? Like, why is that? The U.S. government knew all the plans and plots, yet played dumb and acted like they never knew who he was. Shameful. Did the U.S. government know? Even 9/11 attack was planned by U.S. Maybe. I think they predicted an attack, but I don't know if there's. I don't think there's concrete proof that 9/11 was carried out by the government. Common man is holding the con man is holding gun that shows that Pakistani police also help terrorists for
jihad.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, is Pakistani blood? You can't expect much from him. Stop calling it India's 9/11. It's 26/11. Well, the time at the time, that's for, I'm assuming Frontline PBS is for a Western audience. But this video only had 92,000 views. True, but I guess what they meant is that it's equivalent of a 9/11 attack, not 9/11 as in the date. Our country should learn from Israel how to deal with these who mess with your country's security. Kill them. This person says Israel doesn't have a country. I mean, it's not like, the Jews have been living in that land for thousands of years or anything, right? Next time, anything saying that David Headley is not involved behind Mumbai attack, right now, gonna break your face. He was the mastermind, and during interrogation, India was not even entertained to be part of that. Yeah, he should have been extradited to India. That's what should have happened. He should have been extradited to India and faced punishment under Indian law. So evil his eyeballs aren't the same color. This is one of my favorite perspectives. Frontline, keep up the good work. How the fuck will America get away with responsibility and accountability gain? Well, I don't know. The DEA said they had no contact with him after 2002, right? I don't know. It's hard to see how 35 years is fitting, no matter how material the information he provided. Ship him off to India. We don't need him here. Yeah, yeah. Ship him off to India and then let Indian government ship him off to India. You know, the country he hates. Yup. You just don't want to accept your men who do bad things. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think that India should have been allowed in. Okay, never mind. True. We know how to torture terrorists. He will be really, really safe here. That's what I'm saying. Send him off to India and let India handle him the way they handle terrorists, the way terrorists should be handled. USA is such a mean country. Couldn't say more. At least countries should show humanism. It is expected. Pakistan will pay the price for this. Only 35 years. WTF? He should have been. He should have served the death penalty. Crazy, man. Why didn't USA extradite him to India? Because he's an American citizen on American soil, of course. But he's also a foreign terrorist as well. India recently attacked terrorist camps in Pakistan. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of the talks here would be about the Pahalgam incident and Operation Sindoor. There's actually not as much as I was expecting here. America is a bastard on this earth. Why all terrorists are always Muslim? He's half American, half Pakistani. He was born and raised as a Muslim. The interview of the headless seems scripted. He's just a CIA agent, as if Mumbai defense could not have stopped this drama within 2 hours. Do you even know the aptitude and resource of Indian police, let alone defense? 35 years for 66 people. So many people disabled lifelong. That's pathetic. He should be deported to India. He should be deported to India. India should have the right to punish and investigate him. I agree with this. Think if Osama was caught by another country, definitely U.S. would want to have him. Exactly. I agree. He should have faced trial in India. 35 people got 35 years. USA justice system. Yeah, it's disgusting. He only had 35 years. He would have been in India for his crimes. Indians would also, who is in love and flirting, not what? This person saying that India is a backwards country. My parents are Indian, by the way. Low IQ jihad pig. Okay. All right. Anyways, guys. Wow. I didn't know about this guy. Tragic. Very, very tragic. Link to this video will be in the description down below. Okay, so here's some subsequent developments. I wanted to look up a little bit more on what happened after the fact. The day after the sentence was imposed, the Indian government announced it would continue to seek Headley's extradition to India. In April 2013, it was reported that while in prison, Headley had written a memoir detailing his involvement with the terrorist group and terrorist attack. In July 2015, it was reported that Mumbai police were seeking to take a deposition of Headley by video conference to provide evidence against Ansari. This person here is another terrorist, is a Indian Islamic militant belonging to Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiba. On December 10th, 2015, a Mumbai court pardoned... What? Huh? What? On December 10th, 2015, a Mumbai court pardoned Headley. Is this a different meaning of pardoned? Making him an approver, a criminal turned state evidence by admitting guilt and testifying as a witness for his state against their associates. in the Mumbai case. What? Deposition started in Bombay High Court via video conference on February 8th, 2016. He told the court that LET made 2 unsuccessful attempts to carry out terror attacks before finally striking in November 2008, once in September and again in October. On February 9th, 2016, it was reported that Headley had confessed to Mumbai court about LET and inter-service intelligence having penetrated into the ranks of the Indian Army. Inter-service intelligence, which is the ISI, which is the Pakistani spies. He reported in 2016 that they've penetrated the ranks of the Indian Army to work as spies. Headley also said that the attack had also been planned on the Indian defense scientists who were to meet at the conference hall in Taj Hotel in Mumbai in 2007. For this purpose, he added carried out reconnaissance on the Naval Air Station Ainesh Shikra and this temple here. On July 24, 2018, it was reported that Headley was seriously injured after being attacked in prison. Okay. And subsequently admitted to the critical care unit in Evanston Hospital, North Shore University Health System in Chicago. He was pardoned? The Mumbai court pardoned this guy. Holy crap. That's sickening.